Good morning, Northridge family. I'm Mike, and this is my wife, Kim Brouillard. We've been attending Northridge for the past 3 years. You may have seen us running after our 3-year-old son, Jacob, or pushing our 9-month-old daughter, Addison, throughout the church.
When we were asked what promises from the Word we are claiming these days and how it provides us freedom from fear, we both feel that what has really helped us has been to fix our eyes on the ways in which God has been there for us in the past.
In difficult times like these, I have freedom over fear in knowing that God has a perfect plan for me, as He has proven that to me so many times in my life when I have faced challenges. One of the best reminders in my life where God was so faithful is when I was quite ill and had to be hospitalized. God showed up for me then and has continued to do so as I have become a firefighter, have gotten married, and have had kids. The verse in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future," has been a promise that I have clung to in the challenges I have faced in life. This verse reminds me that though God doesn't promise that we won't face hardships, He will be with us in the midst of them. I am encouraged during these uncertain days that He is a perfect God and He has a perfect plan for me.
Early on during this pandemic, anxiety rang true to me, and fear for this world and the health of my family was very real as I watched the news and cared for Mike, who was also sick at that time. I journeyed through this time feeling helpless and totally out of control, while also being reminded how incredibly all knowing and powerful God is. I shared my worries and fears with God and asked for His peace during the uncertainty of life. In God's quiet but powerful way, He definitely answered my prayers. In the middle of the night, when my anxiety was at its peak one night, I suddenly remembered the verse in Philippians 4:6-8, which says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. God reminded me to remember all the ways He has shown up in my life when things were not great, and He brought good out of bad situations. The next day, I woke up with Chris Tomlin's song, "Good, Good Father," in my head that seems to have stuck with me since. When I feel worry for tomorrow creep into my thoughts, it reminds me that God is with us and He is all powerful and He loves us beyond measure.
And if we're ever in need of a reminder of God's promises, our son Jacob will often say a verse he learned in Kingdom Corner, and it never fails to put things back into perspective. With God, all things are possible.